What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you some Hoyas that I'm absolutely loving lately. I've gotten a lot of new Hoyas since the last time I did a favorites, so I just wanted to show you some Hoyas that I'm really fangirling over. So the first one, she's kind of becoming a regular girl, and this is a cutting of my bigger plant, but this is the Hoya Hushkiliana. I actually have a bigger one, but I took this little cutting and I put it in cocoa husk to see if I can manage keeping a plant alive. I do want to give it a try to have something in cocoa husk. I recently did kill my Hoya Bella little boys because I was on vacation and it got dry a little too fast, but I do still want to give it a try. And I put this one in highlight. It's right under my T8s. So it has gotten very sun stressed and I am in love. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Hushkiliana tends to push out very round leaves when it's exposed to highlight. So that's why the leaves are trying to get this thing to focus. The leaves look very round, especially those newer leaves at the top. I absolutely in love with the hot pink. It's just so dainty, so pretty. And then you look at this new growth that it has right here. And those are the tiniest, most adorable leaves. It's just so cute. And now this is the mother plant. This is where I took that cutting from. And it's not quite as sun stressed because I don't have it as close to the light. However, this is the one that's flowering. So I've got a couple of peduncles here. So I'm very excited to finally bloom my Hushkiliana for the very first time. So there is one peduncle over here. I have another one. But this is her in all her glory. This one is not necessarily in a self-watering pot just because this pot actually has a hole at the bottom. And I really wanted to have this planter combo, but I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do that just because when it gets dry, the leaves have been falling off. She really can't tolerate to dry out too much, but it's still very pretty. But I absolutely prefer Sunstress Hushkiliana. The next plant is my Hoya Argentia Princess. God, I am in love with the outcome of this plant. I got this one as a single node cutting and I was afraid of the reverting issue. So Argentia Princess has the risk to reverting back to a Nova Ghost, but I either was lucky enough or the nutrient solution that I was giving it really helped push out that variegated growth. But it did give me at the beginning like kind of like Nova Ghost looking leaves, and as the plant grew more and more, I got that Argentia Princess that I was looking for. And I have to say, I do think it grows pretty fast. It didn't take too long to root. I would say within about 2 weeks max, I had substantial root growth to put it in pond. So right now, I just have it in a small little sauce container with the wick. And this is actually like a kitchen cup that I no longer use, so I use it as a cash pot. But I feel like it has been growing pretty fast. I have it in my cabinet. It is growing under a T8 grow light from Monios. It's a Monios T8. And it is absolutely stunning. No disappointments. I feel like as it keeps growing, the leaves look more and more variegated. And y'all know I'm gonna give you a good close-up. So this is what I was talking about at the beginning. It just looked very Nova Gold. So it came with this leaf and this leaf. And then these are the first leaves that it gave me. They're looking very Nova Gold. So I got a little worried. At that time, it had come down in price when I got it, but still quite the expense. And then it gave me this leaf. I'm like, all right, there's hope. And as it has continued to grow, it definitely gave what it was supposed to. And I love it. It's just such a pastel color looking, so soft, just stunning. So that is my Argentia princess. The next one is my Hoya Gaden, and this one, it may not be the latest one that came out, which is like that silver or Gaden Ghost. So I feel like I'm a little late to the Gaden train, but I am so in love with it. The veins, the really dark veins, they get me. And I think I mentioned this on my plant tour. I got this one for a pretty good deal, and they actually sent me two cuttings in one pot. This was from another collector, and both cuttings are doing amazing. So we have one here, and then the other one is right here. I do want to get it sun stressed. I just don't have the space under my Monios T8 for another one, for another plant down there. So I have to figure out my growing arrangement. I feel like I've been saying this for like 3 videos, but I just don't know yet what I'm going to do space-wise. But I would definitely love to see this sun stress on that bright red. I just don't want to burn it. It seems like the previous owner did have it against a lot of lights. You can see a little bit of like light damage on the leaf, but I wanna sun stress it for sure. So I feel like the camera sometimes does not do it justice to that beautiful veining. It's just very pronounced. I love it. I absolutely love it. Just gorgeous. So this is one cutting, and then this is the other cutting. So I'm definitely going to have to trellis that. I just waiting for the vines to get a little longer, but this is such a stunning plant. I feel like you can't go wrong with this. But it really depends on people's liking. I know that the veining might not be something that everybody likes. I personally am a sucker. Lately, I just been going for plants that have that very pronounced veining. So that was my Hoya Dicki. This next one, I I can't express to y'all how much I absolutely like this plant. This is my Wilbur Graves Russia version, and I feel like I got such a good cutting. I feel like the genes on this cutting were really, really good. The plant has pushed out exactly what I was looking for. Like sometimes we see plants, we see pictures of plants from other collectors, and we want it to look exactly like that. Like that. I think you guys know what I mean. Like you see a picture of a plant and it's like the plant the picture of a plant that makes you want that plant. For me was the amount of splash. Like I would see this Wilbur Graves Russia with a ton of splash, and I'm like, I want one that has that much splash. This one grew super fast. At the beginning I had it in my cabinet under T5s at the time, and it was on a seedling mat. I rooted it in perlite. It rooted right away. However, it grows a little slow right now. I'm not sure why. It lives right next to my window, but it also gets artificial light. So I think it has plenty of light. I give it fertilizer on every watering. It's got a little water reservoir, so there's like enough space, and it's got plenty of roots. Like she's doing fine, and those roots, they don't look like they're rotting. So I'm not entirely sure why, but she did push out a new growth, which is this two these leaves. So it's actually two vines going around the trellis right now. So I'll take that. Either way, I think it is absolutely stunning. The splash, she doesn't give me a lot of leaves with very little splash. Most of the leaves have a ton of splash. Like if you see this one leaf, it looks almost completely silver, and I really, really like that. I love my super splashy Hoyas. So just to give y'all a quick close up, look how much silver is at the top of this plant. I wonder if it's because it's the part that's closest to the light, but it is my favorite part of this plant. Just super, super splashy. I wouldn't dare cut this anytime soon. Just lots of silver. And this is the leaf that it came with, and this one. Just very, very gorgeous. Right, so that is my Wilbur Graves Russia. Okay, this last one is a love and hate relationship because she's so pretty, but I think it's my first fuzzy Hoya. So this is Hoya Dicki. I have put the name up on the screen. I can't pronounce that. But I got two cuttings as well. I got this one from the same seller that I got the Gaden from. So they both came in the same order. And this is the first leaf that this plant gave me, and I'm like in love. I'm like, this is so pretty. I love how dark the green is, but it's got like that scattered splash, just very, very pretty. The size of the leaf, to die for. But that is the only leaf that has survived to mature. It pushes out new leaves constantly, and before they grow, they fall off. And I have heard that that could be due to pests, but she has been sprayed with sulfur, which always works for me, and the leaves were still falling off. So this time I used End All. It's a soap. It's like a soapy solution that comes in a small bottle, and you mix it in a bigger gallon. So I'm going to test that out, see how it goes, but it's just, it sucks that this is the only leaf it has grown, and it has pushed out so many. They just always end up falling off. However, I can't give up on this. This is also two cuttings in one pot, and I'm in love with it. I think it's so pretty. It's very different. Like the shape of the leaf is very different, and I love the pattern of it. So this is her up close. That leaf is just so pretty, so pretty. And this is also under my Monios T8, and it still looks very, very pretty. Despite the light being very strong for some of my Hoyas, she hasn't gotten like that bleached color. So that was my Hoya Dicki. All right, y'all, those are all my favorites for today. I do have some more that I can't wait to show y'all. They're just cuttings, like single leaf cuttings that are barely now pushing like their first leaf in my care. So I can't wait to have some new growth and be able to show y'all. My Hoya clemenceorum is one of the Hoyas that I am very excited to show y'all. She has a very long tendril. Two new leaves are growing on that tendril, and I can't wait to see them mature. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.